Great, whenever you're ready, just go for it.
Look at that, eh?
This is a new place.
Yep, she's back. Got to furnish my new flat with things. Oh, look at this then. Well, here's a gun so you can blow your brains out. Not like outdoors. I like barbecues, sausages. I love this. I love it. I haven't looked back since I bought this. I love it. See, someone actually will buy that. And I hope I never meet the person that buys that or ever have to go to their house. But here's, to me, this is hell. Oh, come and have barbecue on Sunday afternoon at someone's house. And you take your kids and your stupid husband, you go to their stupid house and meet their stupid husband with their stupid kids. And now I'm living the happy ever after in an apartment in the city on my own.
I heard her coming from Alice Springs. Like, I heard a lot of people talk about her to the point where I was so threatened, because I thought, I haven't got much going for me. This little bit of turf. I hope she doesn't come to Melbourne. And then next thing, it would have been Comedy Festival. I saw her, I guess, at her first comedy festival. And she was, oh my God, I was so, I guess jealous is the word. She was, I guess everyone says this on there, but she was fucking great. And I loathed her.
Would have been the mid-90s, around Comedy Festival time. She used to come from Alice and always sell out, Mole, because I wasn't selling out at the time. I hated her for it. I was genuinely, and she knows this, very, very jealous of Fiona. Very, very jealous. I still am. It's not like I'm over it.
Thank you very much. There's a lot of you here, isn't there? I'm from Alice Springs. I'm not really used to people. I've not seen this many people since I went to Rome. It was really stupid. We went to Rome for our 10th wedding anniversary. But anyway, when we got to Rome, we lost our minds, and I actually had a little panic attack in Rome because I'd never seen so many people, so many cars, so many traffic, so many, just so much action. And my husband, he was sort of trying to comfort me, and we were walking down the main street of Rome. Like, okay, so that's how country I am. I don't really think there's probably a main street in Rome, but... but it was freaking me out, right? My husband puts his arm around me, and he said, Fiona, maybe it's Rome show day.
I don't know what to do. And you're the worst bit of it. You know when people say, I have to work?
Yeah.
You know, you need money to work, to live. This is like serious. It's $200 I'm getting paid tonight, and I'll just show you what I've got. It fell out of my pants. I've got $1.40 left to my name. Mum said to me, "You're not going to talk about where you've been or anything, are you?" Well, it's a pity about that because I'm an autobiographical comic, so it'll just come out of my mouth whether I want it to or not.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here. I'm so lazy, really. I don't do any housework between the hours of 9 and 4 because I don't see the point if I don't have an audience. Come 5 o'clock, I plug anything in that fits a socket and makes a noise. And here's a tip: at 6 o'clock, if you run a family, whack some garlic, onion, and butter in a pan. Everyone comes in, oh, they get all excited. Something's happening. Nothing's happening. We all know that. Just frees you up for a bit more G&T time. You know, it's...
Don't get me wrong, I love my wine. I love it. But I rarely hang about after shows or gigs. I tend to really like coming home. And so, of course, Fiona, you know, liked to party.
Fiona's life was, I thought, pretty standard for us. We were all boozers, all party people, if that's the way people describe it now, taking drugs, I mean. You know, we were all doing that. And that's why I didn't realise that it was a problem, that it was hurting Fiona.
There's clearly a massive issue with alcohol in the comedy community, and because firstly, you can drink at work. You're suddenly in a situation where afterwards, if you've had a good set and whatever, you know, either the venue will give you some more alcohol or maybe somebody who was in the crowd will come up and buy you a drink. So now you're associating alcohol with the most fun experiences that you've ever had in your life.
Those environments are they're like spa baths for bacteria, really. They're just crazy. If it's there, you know, it's all bubbling away. Best not to put your head under the water.
I mean, it's not even just drinking. When I first got into stand-up, there were these rock stars ahead of us. There was Fleety, Judith, Anthony Morgan, they were like the Rolling Stones. They were so excessive and larger than life and rock and roll. They were what we were living up to. We wanted to be like them because they were also creatively powerful.
Her and Lawrence Mooney and I seem to come together. I think especially on some of those roadshow trips, and because we had similar appetites and, you know, just like, you know, we didn't want anything to ever stop, you know. We just wanted it to keep going, and we were perfectly happy to help each other believe that was possible. It's not, in the end, children.
This wasn't meant to be your first gig back, though, was it? You
No,
went to do one last week?
Yeah, and I chickened out, so I can't chicken out again. It's like I keep running up to the cliff. Oh, I can't. Why am I wearing black? I'm not going to a funeral.
You might be.
Oh. Hard times have fallen on. And so it begins. This old fucking... I'm like a drag queen. Yeah, it's weird. I'm wearing this jacket. I don't know for what reason, but it's got... Would you call it sentimental value? After the breakdown, a nervous breakdown in Adelaide, and I thought, fuck, I have to save my life. Like, this can't... I'll be putting out spot fires for the rest of my life if I don't go to a long-term rehab. Anyway, the first thing I had to do was get myself committed. It's a big job. So I walked into Royal Adelaide and said, look, I'm insane and I'm going to die if you don't lock me up. And they did. Are you going to have a shower first, or...? Okay, see you in a tick. Bye. It's my mental health nurse, my daughter, Jess. Thank God I didn't abort that one.
Would you please welcome our next guest, Fiona O'Loughlin!
So I'm going to take Mary to the aquarium today.
How old is she?
Like I promised her I would when she was... Well, she's 20 now.
You're catching up on all the mothering you didn't do.
Yeah. I'll cross off aquarium tonight on my list. Never really been an ocean person. I've got great respect for things in the ocean. I've never been in the ocean over my depth.
Really? Not for you?
No, I always think the shark will just take someone further out. I never will be the person furthest out. The Shipwreck Explorer? You don't even really want to be here, do you? I think that's a warning. Yeah, I think they want us to evacuate. Yeah, that sounds like an evacuation notice to me. Yep, heard you. Yep, we're off. Fine.
You so get what you're given when you give birth, I can't tell you. I've seriously given birth to pygmies. Like, I know I'm not a tall person, but, you know, one of my kids was so short, he fell out of his percentile. Can you imagine you're so short you're not on a government graph, you know? And we had to go to a specialist and find out why he's so short. So there I'm sitting at the specialist office with this short kid, right, finding out why he's so short. And I'm thinking, could be because he's not very tall, but I don't have a medical degree, so... And he's sitting there and he looked up at me. They'd break your heart. He's looked up at me and he goes, Mum, will I have to be a jockey? And I looked at him and I nearly cried. I'm like, no, I think you'll be shot out of a cannon, but we'll wait and see what the doctor says.
Fiona fell head over heels in love with Chris, and he was part of our social circle in Adelaide after we'd left school. And it didn't seem long at all when she decided, you know, that was going to be her lifelong partner and move up to Alice Springs.
I mean, honestly, isn't Alice Springs just full of housewives? Like, you said we were coming for a year.
And there was a lot of partying. And she used to sing at the local pub, the Todd Tavern. And then she got into theatre, and all this while Henry was a baby.
I'm like most comedians, I'm queer, and I'm quite dark and bleak at this point because I'm not having fun yet, and I won't have fun until I've got that mic and I've got them to laugh at my first joke. Then I'll have fun, I'll come home and tell them all about it tomorrow, and we'll have a great day. In the meantime, I've just got to bloody work out what I'm going to say. I've got another gig after this, in July, at El Dunder. They're opening up a new cattle dip there.
I went to a house in Alice Springs. We were doing a comedy festival roadshow, and I remember going in, and there was a whole lot more than 5 kids. There were kids everywhere. Like, I could not believe it. And in beds, because it was quite late, but kids were in, I don't know how many kids were in her and Chris's bed, and kids on the couch and sleeping on floors. It was fascinating to me.
But I've always kind of just liked doing things the easy way. Like, I have free-ranged my children, so that means, you know, if they want to play on the roof, they can play on the roof. Like, except for the kid next door, he couldn't play on the roof because he was IVF. He cost them thousands, you know. Like, my house actually got coined the land of do as you please, right? And we've got neighbours, okay, but they're normal people. Like, the wife does a lot of housework and the husband's always snipping things. And anyway, he came over one day. I'll never forget this. And I was with my girlfriends having champagne, kids everywhere, and I said, welcome to the land of do as you please, Mark. And he said, well, I've just come for the land of do as you're fucking told.
I will not fall out of here. But it is handy if my depression comes back. Oh.
Do not.
Oh, sorry. Things aren't going my way.
Oh, God, please don't ever do that. Think of the person that would have to clean you up down there. Think of their life would be fucked.
I'll be dead. No, I don't have suicidal thoughts anymore. I really don't. Do you know what my greatest fear has always been about getting successful? Is that you will do the best impression of me. Do you do impressions of me?
I reckon I could if I didn't know you. Maybe.
I can do you.
If you gave me some polypipe, I could do you.
Why didn't anybody marry me? I should have been a singer. I was such a great singer, but I'm a great actress too. Oh my God! Why wasn't I in a feature film?
Okay, I'll be you. So tell me more about the coma. Like, who cried? Did Justin cry? Did he cry? Oh, I'm pissed off Richard didn't come over. Did Mum cry? How much did she cry? Or did she sob, or did she... What about Dad? Was he crying? Did Genevieve cry? Of course she didn't cry.
Who cried?
And when did Lawrence know? When did Lawrence come? Did Lawrence come? Did any other comedians come while I was in a coma? Did Damien, he send a message? Oh, wow. I've really hurt a lot of people.
If you want to have a really serious, drug or alcohol problem, be charming as fuck. Because if you're actually a real pain in the butt, people will step in quite early. But if you're really charming and adorable and everybody loves you, people will indulge you all of your flaws endlessly and they'll forgive you for each of your sins.
It was a great relationship for the first 5 or 6 years. And then as the disease of alcoholism started to really take root, it got more and more difficult, and then, there were ups and downs after that.
I'd heard stories of her having meltdowns on stage and stuff, and then I saw a few in rapid succession, like a few in a year, I guess. I was like, wow, it was like some terrible, Greek tragedy or something.
Probably the key moment was when she fell asleep on stage in Brisbane the day before she was flying down to Melbourne to start on Dancing with the Stars. She was up there alone and ended up in hospital. That was the first time that we went public with her issue. And the motivation for that, which proved to be not particularly effective, was to make it public, to try and shine a light on it, to try and say, well, this is what the reality of me, being Fiona, actually is. I'm trying to get better, but I'm not well, but I'm going to try and get well. And I think all that did really was teach me that in some people the disease is so strong that that sort of thing doesn't really help. It really just makes them better liars.
I think the worst situation I was in with Mum being drunk was when I was 14, and I'd flown to Melbourne to spend like a week or something with her or she just had a few shows, a few gigs on in the city. And we stayed at a hotel, and she was not sober for a few days, not sure if it was drugs or alcohol. But then she told me that she had to go to a gig, and I was like, I can't let you go by yourself, so I went with her. And she got on stage and was just slurring her words, and I couldn't watch, so I left. I left the room, and then within a few minutes, everyone was being escorted out. And so I ran in, and Mum was collapsed on stage. And yeah, that was hard because she went off to hospital, and I had to call anyone I knew in Melbourne to go and spend the night with. But yeah, that was probably the worst memory I've got.
One of only 3 in the last 20 years that I've set up.
And you excited about coming back to the Comedy Festival next year and doing that?
Yeah, very. I don't particularly stand by my comedy, which hurts me terribly. I know it brings people a lot of happiness, but it's a lot to, when you're an autobiographical stand-up, to open your soul every night and go and here's my liver and here's my lungs and here's my asshole and have a look up here. It's like having a fucking public colonoscopy every night. But that's my choice, and it's the only instrument I play, And I used to get so pissed off. Like, you know, when you're flying at a dinner party, you're in the middle of a really good story, you've got the floor, everyone's listening to you. And my husband used to just, it annoyed me so much. He used to interrupt me with the truth. And I remember one morning waking up and I was so embarrassed, like, as you are after a dinner party when you're, you know, a big drinker. And I was laying down, and I've got to act this out. I was just like this, like, everything comes back to you, what you've done and said. And I thought, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. Anyway, my husband goes, are you getting up? And I went, no, I'm never getting up. I'm so embarrassed. I'm never, ever, ever getting up. This is my deathbed. And my husband said to me, and I kid you not, he said, well, it may well be your deathbed, but at the moment it's our kitchen table, and
We all know that, you know, repetition is something, you know, self-talk, it's psychology, you know, right? If you repeat something enough, you can make it true, right? So if you're saying these things all the time, that you're the dickhead in the middle, that you're the person who's to blame, that you're the fuck up, right? Then does that not eventually become the actual thing that you think about yourself? It might have started as a comedic thought. It might have started as an idea of going, I will frame this story so that I am the idiot at the middle of it. But if you say it 200 times, I do wonder sometimes about, you know, how destructive that can be to the way that we see ourselves.
I'd not just succumbed then to alcoholism. I was a full-blown drug addict by then. Like, every day, it was like, what can I, you know, take to stop? Really, to have it was like I needed relief from seeing what I had actually become. I've looked at it, I've searched my soul for it to go, was it suicide? You know? And I'm adamant, I've been so adamant that it wasn't a suicide attempt, but I'm hardly the best witness. You know, I'm not a reliable witness.
Probably not.
I would move into Jenny's kitchen, a fresh new kitchen.
I've already shown Ted. Thanks, Dale. Thanks so much for having me.
No, it's been a pleasure.
It's been great fun. I'm going to go do a boring gig out.
Good, you're on the mend.
Yeah, I'm on the mend, all right.
Have a good one.
Thanks, darling. Thanks for protecting us all. There's no business like showbiz.
Hey, Claire.
Hi. How are you?
This is my friend Sam.
Hi, Sam. How are you? Good.
Here's some happy flowers for you.
Oh, thanks. I deserve them.
You too. How you going, darling? You're so beautiful. Happy. Hi, my love.
Confused.
Why?
Should I just turn that off? Where's your buzzer? It's ridiculous. It's sending me crazy. Where's your buzzer, darling?
Well, you're looking a bit better than you did this time yesterday, hon.
Claire, I am, if nothing else, fucking gonna win this one.
I know you are. I know you are. Yep. And complete honesty, Fiona, right from now on. And none of these playing guessing games with how people feel about you. Like what you said, I mean, I don't know if you remember what you said to me yesterday, that you thought I was pretending that I was your friend, which is, is so not true.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant, how could you be my friend?
Well, that's just... Look, I know those feelings. I know those feelings of helplessness, of worthlessness. But this is me, okay? I've been there. I've done it. I've been exactly where you are. Not quite the same bed, but I don't think. But I've been here. I know the feelings. And to be honest with you, now is that time. You've got to... It's you. This is you. It is about nobody else. It's not about money. It's not about anything. It's about you and your life. You have to remember how you feel today. However, you've also got to remember how you felt for the last 6.5 months. We're talking about, getting in a Winnebago and going around America.
Yeah.
I'm not going around America with a sad sod.
Okay.
All right? I'll just have to slap you around.
Well, that's violence, and I'll call the police.
Well, you do that, and I'll just tell them you're psychotic. All right? You've got to do the 28 days, Fiona. You have to.
Oh, to start with?
Yes. Yep.
Even though I've done 6?
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You've got to do the whole
Well,
28
then we
days.
have to work out when that's going to be doable.
Well, you're just going to have to cancel everything and do it. It's as simple as that. This is your life we're talking about, okay? I'm serious. You go for that interview, and if they say, all right, we can take you in, by Thursday, you're just going to have to say yes and do it. These next 3 weeks, if hopefully you can get in for 3 weeks, it is all about you, and they will make you understand that it's all about you.
Yeah.
The hurt you've caused other people, your daughters understand, and they are so proud of you. Looking at you yesterday broke my heart, and all they want is the mum that they've had for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
And you can do it.
Yeah, of course I do. I remember what it felt like.
Remember
to
this.
be that empowered and happy.
Absolutely.
I guess the big question is where to from here? Like, you want to go to rehab straight away?
Yeah, and that also, most... Oh, God, maybe I am just a whining cow. But it was never about... I tried for so long to get financially secure to go to rehab. And when one of my sisters says to me, you've always tried to wriggle out of it, it's not true. That is not fair and not true. But here and again, the problem with it's so easy for people to say that the money doesn't matter. Well, the money does matter
if you lose your apartment and then you have to have your kids see you homeless, you know? I've been homeless. That's how... It's just that struggle of getting your foothold.
How did it happen?
I was afraid of a debate that I hadn't prepared for. I'd gone out of my comfort zone. I only intended to have two vodkas, like the old days. I hope I'm making the right decision, but I didn't just make it in half an hour. I've got things to do. I've got to clean up my apartment, get back to an AA meeting, get back to a meeting quick, smart, and get on with living a very lucky life, you know. I've got a great life, apart from this. That's the thing, it can happen. For a long time, I think I tried to mastermind the miserable life. So it made sense. So this made sense. And I've understood now it actually doesn't make sense. And I don't have to make sense of it. That's not my job. My job is to use the tools that are available to, you know, a rich white woman like myself in this country. Not that I'm technically rich, but...
Done them a massive favour coming.
I've done all I can for these people, Sam. I've been tireless.
You seem to put a lot of stress on money, though. That's not instead of you getting better, though.
I do put a lot of stress on money. Because I'm 54 and I don't have any. I've got to get on with things. Do you want me to get out of the car now?
Yeah, fuck off. And that was fucked comedians in cars getting coffee.
My best friend. I've said so many people are my best friend in this. But you know you're the best.
I'm the bestest one, yeah.
We've been putting makeup on together since the wedding.
Since the wedding. Since the big day. This is the big day. How many years ago was that?
That worked out well, didn't it?
I did. I was going to... yeah, but it did work out well. Look at those children. Look at them. They're lovely.
No, it did work out well. Many happy years. How's your marriage?
Oh, really good, thanks. Yeah, that worked out really well too.
You busted, didn't you?
I busted. 7-year hitch. That was it. Done.
What about our first song we wrote together? What was it?
It was.
No. What about our?
It's a compliment.
If we didn't have love, what would there be? There'd be fighting and misery. That's true. I'm telling you that that's true. Just say a compliment or a few nice words. Just a compliment or a few nice words. That's all. That's all. That's all. Jesus, we were Lennon and McCartney, weren't we?
We really were.
Were we 8 when we wrote that song?
But we honestly thought they were going to be hits.
Yeah,
remember?
we did.
Seriously thought that David Cassidy or someone would pick it up.
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Definitely, Stones.
No, but when you look back to who you and I were at
Listen,
school, there's the cool kids, then there's the jocks, then there's the nerds, then there's always 2 weird girls.
2 weird girls.
We were the 2 weird girls.
2 weird girls, we were. We were the 2 weird girls.
They're not in any group. They're in their own bubble. Remember, we didn't talk to anyone.
We didn't care. All we wanted to do was get to the next assembly and get on stage. Right. Anyway, I've got to straighten my hair before we go.
She said last night when we all were greeting and meeting and at the Kennedy Shack last night, she said to me this morning, she said it was the first time in years that she didn't have one eye on me, you know, what's she doing? She said it felt great.
Dead Sea, you told me I was like the Dead Sea. You'll never sink when you were with me. Oh Lord, I'm your Dead Sea. Oh, I'm like the Dead Sea. The finest words you ever said to me. Don't need to move your feet so quickly. Oh Lord, I'm your Dead Sea.
Come in with me, we'll just reminisce a bit.
Is that here?
Yeah, this was our pew.
Auntie Mon and Uncle Dick sat behind us. Auntie Dot up here,
The Detmars,
about there,
Brian Tahini's.
just there.
Auntie Eileen used to play the organ down there.
What was it like for you guys? You came here every Sunday for Mass?
It was very in-house. Dad used to do the readings. Mum did readings, take up collections. Like, at one point, our uncle was the priest. Auntie on the organ. Yeah.
Uncle Barney singing harmony.
Is it weird to be back in here?
No.
It's great.
What was it?
Confessional, where we used to go in.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 3 weeks since my last confession, which in itself was a lie, and first sin off the rank.
And it smells like incense in there.
You can't change what you don't acknowledge.
No, that's right.
So
Yes,
that's where you acknowledge it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I went on to live a completely spotless life. I've made some mild mistakes.
St. O'Loughlin, they call it.
Mild mistakes, but they would be a small island off Tahiti in the map of my goodness. I remember Mum used to come out here and she'd make conversation and she'd always be talking about this pergola. And she'd say, oh, see these leaves here? And she'd talk about what was happening around this pergola. And inside, my head was screaming. I blew my life to smithereens. Please don't talk about the pergola. Anything but the pergola. Now it's only 2 years later. And I'm back here and I have a home. I used to cry myself to sleep. I go, I want to go home. I'm like, you idiot, you haven't got a home. But now I'm here and I'm going home today to my apartment in Melbourne. And I've got a lot to do because I'm leaving for... I'm leaving for Africa in 10 days. To be part of the cast of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I am the cat with 9 lives.
So where are we off to?
Well, you're not coming. I'm going to my 12-step meeting because only I alone can do this, but I cannot do it alone. I think that's the saying. The thing is, you've got to keep going, though, even when you're in a great place, not just for yourself. If there's no one sitting in these meetings, well, there's no meetings for the newcomer.
So is this the last one?
Bye, sir. This is as far as you go.
This is it?
This is it.
All right, bye.
I'll see you before you pick me up for the airport.
Yeah.
They said to not draw any attention to yourself at the airport because there may be paparazzi.
Am I the paparazzi?
Oh, you can't come into the airport with the camera.
No. Yeah, no, I won't.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah, we'll say goodbye in the car.
We can't do anything that will draw attention.
Yeah.
It was so funny, they said, wear a cap. I'm like, doesn't that scream celebrity?
Cap and big sunglasses. And walking and going, no pictures, not now. I'm not your Diana.
I'm not sure.
I'm not your Diana. That's a good idea.
Our next guest took home the crown and I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here last night, but it hasn't been an easy road to jungle glory.
It was a funny and sober Fiona who took to the jungle this year. And from the very start, she looked pretty determined to have a good time. Last night, she defeated Danny Green and Knowlesy to become the Queen of the Jungle. So let's see what she has in store for her reign.
Fiona, it's been a tough few years for you. Do you feel like now, after your time in the jungle, you can put that all behind you? Do you feel different coming out of the jungle now in that respect?
Yeah, I do, and I kind of get... I can even imagine me doing it. Someone listening to me going, oh, would she shut up about the alcoholism? But the truth of the matter is, I was handed the tools that allows, me to have a much greater chance at living in recovery, and I'd just be a bit of a dick if I didn't pass it on. That's the way this thing works.
I'm a regular person. I walk to the venue. Or I catch a tram,
A tram, some.
Either I catch a tram, or I walk. I'm very excited.
It isn't easy. Comedy's can be quite tricky and take an enormous toll. When you do get in that position to go into that sort of world, I think you do reveal yourself as a pretty strong, interesting personality, with the ability to talk about your vulnerabilities and your flaws and the moments that have crushed you.
She talks about it like the disease is one half and then she is the other half, and they get, I don't know, the disease tries to get into her mind. And I think, recently it's been a lot harder for the disease to get into her head.
Please welcome to the stage for her final show of the Comedy Festival, it's Fiona O'Loughlin!
Hello. Hello. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. At the top, I'd like to say thank you to the people who've always come to my shows. You know the drill. They're very autobiographical. But also, now, thank you to the people who've come who watched I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Thank you. So what I need to say... what I need to say to the people who always came, we've got visitors.
There's a thing about everybody who does this that has been broken somewhere along the way. Something makes us, you know, want to do this, or want to keep doing this, or want to keep doing this no matter how much it burns us and destroys us and ruins our life and everything around it. We still know that we don't want to stop doing it.
I'd like to say thank you so much for having me. Thank you for coming. This is the last show of this festival, and from the bottom of my heart, I would like to say to you, and I mean this, thank you very much for giving me my life back. Good night. And I'm sitting here 2 years later, and I've never felt this happy. Ever. Now, how can I fuck it up?